Okay, so you've had a midfoot reconstruction or you've had a fusion in your foot. Okay, now these operations are fairly large and they're fairly painful, as you probably realise by now. So the important thing for this over the next few days, but really the next 2 weeks, is to elevate the foot as much as you can. If your foot's down, all the blood flows down into your foot and you'll notice that it really throbs when it is down. But it's kind of like it goes in but it doesn't all come back out again. So the problem that you may face is that the foot can get really swollen, the wound can break down, and then that can introduce infection to the area, which is a really big problem. So we'd like you to elevate your foot 95% of the time over the next 2 weeks until you have your review. So essentially that means it's in bed up on the cushion, or it's on the couch up on the cushion, and the only time you're on your feet is from getting from the bed to either the bathroom or to the couch. If you start to push it too much, it's going to slow the healing rate down as well. So just be really careful with it and be good and survive the first 2 weeks. It sounds easy to sit and do nothing for 2 weeks, but it's actually quite difficult. At 2 weeks, you'll have your review. Okay, your dressing will get taken down, they'll check the wound, they'll take the stitches out. Now, if you've had a fusion or a reconstruction, more than likely they're going to put you into another plaster cast, sometimes a cam boot, but you will not be putting any weight down through your leg for the first 6 weeks. Okay, at the 6 week mark, you may be allowed to start loading down through typically a cam boot, and then you're weaning from the boot around about the 12-week mark. So it's really a long time that you're off your feet and you're limited. Okay. Now at the 12-week mark, you'll be able to come out of the boot, but your foot's going to be really sore and it's still going to be very stiff and swollen. So it's going to take a long time for it to return to normal movements. Okay. Normally I say for feet it takes about 12 months until you don't think about it anymore. Now you didn't have this operation because your foot was great. Okay, so what you'll often find is that your foot will start to soon feel better than it did before the operation, but it's still going to give you similar aches and pains, and it will swell up with the similar types of activity that stirred it up in the first place. So just be patient with it. It does take time. Okay. So physio typically starts with these either at the 6 week mark if you're allowed to do a little bit of work, but more typically around the 3 month mark when everything is healed and you can start to load and you can start to get that movement and everything back into the foot. So your specialist will talk to you about who to see as a physio. If you have any problems or questions before then, or certainly after then, our number's on the sheet. You can give us a call or drop us an email. We're only happy to help. So be patient with it, put it up as much as you can, don't walk down through it. Good luck with the rest.